If there is a team that I know survives well under pressure, that team will be Chelsea. Because look at the games that they play. Every time you expect them to lose, they always win those games. And the games where you expect them to win, they don't do well in those games. So the more you give them the pressure, the more they survive, the more they get out with the nice points and the nice win out of those games. So I'm not going to be talking about the Chelsea history. I want to talk about the game when they played against Tottenham. It's one of those games. It's a London derby, and then Tottenham has been doing well. We're in the top four of the table before the match started. But now, Chelsea were in number 11 with 14 points. And you know what happened last week when they lost against Sunderland at home. And it was one of those features where you expect them to win, but they didn't have much creativity. So when you look at the game against Tottenham, they started making sure that they defend very well, because most of the time when they play against Tottenham, it's one of those teams that have people that can go forward and create a lot of chances for the team to score, even though they didn't have, like at the moment, the focal point of a striker that they will use, because Kolo Muani, I don't really rate him as an out-and-out striker. And then you're looking at Richarlison. Since he's been joining Tottenham, he hasn't actually performed very well, but he tried to push there, and then Solanke is out injured. So they're actually lacking the firepower when it comes to up front. But then you look at the other side, Chelsea. Delep was going to be a huge boost for the match, but he decided to get a red card against Wolves in the Carabao Cup. So now they were left with Pedro starting in the number 9 position, which he's been doing since the start of the season because Delap has been out. But now I was hoping that because Delap is back, and then he was going to maybe gain some confidence and some fitness in that match against Wolves, and then he was going to start for the match against Tottenham, because this is where I was worrying about the creativity of the team. And then I realized that if Pedro drops in and play as a number 10 and then allow another striker to play up front, he able to get the passes that the strikers want. But unfortunately, he's the one that doesn't get the passes that he wants. But the twist of it, the game against Tottenham, he got a lot of chances in one game. And I'm sure even himself, he was so surprised, even though he's not a selfish striker, he's always trying to create spaces for the other people, which I'm still going to talk about that. I think he did very well, but he was supposed to score at least a hat-trick or 4 goals in that match. But I mean, I'm talking about clear-cut chances. And I think every time we're looking at this Chelsea team play, especially this season, we had high hopes, especially the way they finished last season. And then they went in to win the Club World Cup. But everyone has been talking about the fatigue and all of that. And I think the problem started when we lost Colwill. Colwill was one of the guys that were keeping the team a strength. Now we have Caicedo, who we actually can't bench because the guy that we hope was going to replace him got injured. So now we're left with Lavia. I love Lavia playing in that role, but I think most of the time I've seen him, he really needs a focal point that can able to help him move forward, because the way he's playing, he's more of an attacking player, because the way he able to find the forward passes and all of that, even though he can do both jobs more of like an 8-to-8, but I haven't seen him to show me that he's fit enough to do that job. So I realized why they started with James yesterday in the game, where James was playing alongside Moses Caicedo, and then in front of them was Enzo. But now the problem is, when we created chances like that, is because Tottenham as well, they are not at the best when it comes to their defense. Because you look at the centre pairing that has been doing well, especially last season, even though they did finish number 17, but it was Romeo and Van der Ven. But Danso has been there playing very well, but I think the combination is not clicking. So that gave Chance a lot of opportunities yesterday and chances that they created. But when it comes to Chelsea, I think if you are looking at the number 10 position, I think they were right to look at a guy like Morgan Rogers, because I think he's more creative. He can carry the ball, move with the ball, and able to protect it. But then I feel like João Pedro needs Cole Palmer to come back. If Cole Palmer can come back, he's the only person that I see will able to bring the spark of creativity in that team, even though they try to do it. And our wingers, they try to do the job, but not enough. And I think when I look at Gittins, he actually one of the players that I will lose confidence in him until he starts showing me something different. Even though he has some games where he's been playing well, but I think missing a goal like that, you kind of remind me of Jackson. But at least Jackson, for me, was able to open up the space, help Cole Palmer get more space moving with the ball forward and create those chances, even though he was missing his own chances that he was creating. But I feel like Chelsea team needs to find the creativity of games, and especially now because Cole Palmer is out, we not even know when he's coming back. So if Cole Palmer is still out, Chelsea team needs to make sure that they find the ways to actually create this ball. Because look at the fixture coming up. Okay, they're gonna host Wolves, which it's one of those games that I'm talking about. They need to win, but knowing Chelsea, they might struggle to win against that game, and then they might get a draw or win at the last minute because the game was tough. And then they go away to Burnley. That could be another big game as well. And then they'll finish up the month of November with Arsenal at home, Stamford Bridge. And I think that's where the pressure comes in, and you might as well expect to see Chelsea perform at the very best, or even win that game or through, or be the guy that's actually break the deadlock of that Arsenal team, because they've been able to keep it locked ever since they've been starting winning these games. I think they only conceded 3 games in 10 matches, I think, which is a huge record for their defense. But I think in that game, Chelsea might surprise them and come up with something, because Chelsea team likes pressure. Give them a lot of it, they will just thrive under the pressure. So in between those Premier League games, there will be Champions League games, which this week they are going to Azerbaijan, and then they are going to host Barcelona, which another game when it's talking about pressure, that they will be able to look at it and be like, this is our game that we like to perform at. And most of the time, if there is a big game and then there is a certain system that Enzo Maresca wants to do, he will always try to make sure that by the time he play a big game, he have that system locked in. If you remember what happened in the Club World Cup, he tried a system that he played against PSG, against Flamengo. He lost that game, but then he used the same system to go and play against PSG, and then he won the game. So I feel like he's been doing well, but for me, I feel like he needs to start making sure that he keeps the team consistency, and maybe they should just tell the players that Chelsea is fine with the blue colors. They don't have to maybe sign a petition to get the red color in the jersey, because what's up with the red card? They've been getting a red card, like, I don't know. Even Enzo Maresca himself has been got a red card actually against Liverpool. So I feel like Chelsea team, all they need to do is to make sure that they find the creativity, especially when they go forward, so that they create more chances like they did yesterday against Tottenham. So if they can continue to do that, I'm telling you, they will be one of the top 4 teams before the league finishes. So if you like what I'm saying, or you have another opinion in what I'm saying, make sure that you comment below, and then you click the like button, and then you subscribe and you share the content, and I'll see you on the next one.